In this video, we look at what to do if you receive a fine from your local council. In this video, we're looking at 4 main things. Number 1, what to do if you've received a penalty charge notice. Number 2, what to do if you've received a private or police parking fine. These are slightly different. Number 3, what to do if you can't afford to pay your fine. And number 4, what to do if you've missed payments for your penalty charge notice. So I'm getting all of this information straight from the horse's mouth. I'm on moneyhelper.org here. These are a government-backed service. And yeah, it's got all of the information that we need here. So let's get into it. What is a penalty charge notice, or PCN? I'm going to call them PCNs from now on. So a PCN is issued by a council on public lands, such as a council car park or a high street. Fines can range anywhere from £50 to an extortionate £130. This depends on where you are in the country and how serious your parking offence was. It's important not to ignore a PCN. If you haven't paid it within 28 days, you'll get an extra charge certificate, and then you'll have 14 days to pay the original fine plus 50% more. You'll get a court order demanding a payment if you don't pay that charge certificate within 14 days. Now, if you ignore that court order, all manner of things can happen, but ultimately it can result in bailiffs coming to your home to take your possessions. To find out more about bailiffs, I'll link a video somewhere around here, and you can find out all you need to know about bailiffs, but we won't go down that route. Now, if you're within the 28-day limit and you think the PCN was unfair, you can appeal. And if you do this within 14 days and your challenge is rejected, you might not have to pay that extra 50% on the fine. Now, appealing can be complicated, so I'll link to a Money Nerd article in the description below that takes you through step by step on how to do it. So just a note on private or police parking fines, as these are slightly different. It's important to check what kind of parking fine you have. This is because the rules for dealing with missed payments are different. Private parking tickets are not official fines. I think of them more as invoices. And if you receive one and you think it's unfair, you're well within your rights to appeal, and I'd recommend using the independent adjudicator called Parking on Private Land Appeals, or POPLA. I'll put a link in the description below so you can go and check that out if it's a private parking ticket. Just to touch quickly on police parking penalties, sometimes called fixed penalty notices or FPN. These are somewhat different, and I might do a separate video on these, but I do have an article again which I'll link in the description below if you need some information right now on that. So what to do if you can't afford to pay your fine? Well, if you've decided not to appeal your parking ticket and you can't find the cash to pay your parking fine, then it's best to get advice as soon as you can, especially if you've got other debts. Now, if you do have other debts, I highly recommend that you check out my other video on how to prioritize your debts so you can work out which one to pay off first. Again, I'll link that somewhere here, but definitely in the description. What to do if you've missed payments for your penalty charge notice. During the pandemic, the government were encouraging all councils to take a flexible approach to parking penalties. If you're within the 28-day limit, it's worth contacting them to find out if they can extend that discount payment period, or if they can extend the date by which you need to pay it. If you've had multiple parking fines, your council might be able to set up a payment plan for you, or they might be able to stagger when the individual payments are due. It will help your case if you can explain how much you can afford by setting up a personal budget which shows your income and expenditures. I've got a whole nother video on how to do that, which again I'll link in the description below. So I'm just editing this video right now. I've reminded myself there's another video that I did about a year ago where I researched and found 7 reasons that you would not need to pay back your parking ticket. If you want to check out that video, I'll link it here. But otherwise, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, hit the like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.